what we need to do as a team. I already had planned it before the game started, so I didn't want it to go long. But what happens when you do that? Then somebody will say something, and then the next person will say something, and then you're thinking, "Oh goodness, we're going to be here a while." But I had planned to do it. I just think it's always good. I do it every year.
Who are those guys? Who speaks up?
I don't ever speak about that. You can figure them out. We have pretty good leaders on the team. Yeah.
What do you need to do?
Just play better. It wasn't about the way we played preseason. It's just where we're going. We talked about the 82 games and how hard it's going to be for everybody in the West. Every night is going to be a hard night. It's going to be very few easy nights. And you have to be mentally prepared for it. No matter how good you are, the West this could be a historic good conference this year. And so, we talk about getting rest. We talk about everything, and that's what we do most of the time. And I thought it was important tonight.
Talk about the readiness, the equation of readiness and the chemistry. What do you think?
It's good, but it's still there's growth through the year. Wherever we're at to start the year, and we'll find that out in a week. I don't care if we win our first 15 games. We better be better by game 82 than we are at the start of the year. I don't care how well we play or not. You have to grow during the season. And then it just gets to a point where your growth becomes, efficiency. And that's where we have to get to.
The fact that the standings could be so close, maybe a few games might separate.
Yeah, it's going to be huge.
How does that affect the way you coach, even in the early stages?
It's a great question, number one. You don't coach different. You have to coach your team. But every night, I think every team in the West knows one loss could be the difference between a 3 seed and a 6 seed. It's just you gotta be mentally prepared for this year. And I expect it to be historically hard. And I'm not kidding. I do. I think the West, people talking about all the teams that can win it. We forget all the teams that are good. Utah's way better. The Pelicans are good. They have a top 5 player on their team. So it's just a hard conference. Memphis people sleep on. They were injured all last year. They're a suspension in the game 7 away from us playing them in the second round. So it's just hard. As good as San Antonio was, they played a game 7 in the first round. So we have to be mentally ready for that, and it's a challenge. You can't think about the finals and all that stuff. You got to get through this season, and that's basically what we talked about.
Is it a tough balance to have those big goals? Because you haven't run from that. I think you said that yesterday.
Why would you run from it? Number one, someone says, "Hey, we picked you to win the championship." What do? Oh, don't pick me, please. I've never been that type of coach where I'm going to say, "Well, the West, San Antonio is the best team in the West." Period. All right, but there's a lot of teams right under them that can catch it, or is going to try, and we're one of them. And so, I love being in that position. I would love to be San Antonio, but we're not. But we want to be. And so it's you shouldn't run from goals that are achievable. You just shouldn't. It's coward.
Is it a balance though between the big picture stuff and then knowing the small stuff?
Yeah, the big picture doesn't matter anymore. Starting game 1, it's the game by game picture. The big picture's talked about doing preseason, doing the summers. But once the season starts, there's no more big picture for us. It becomes single game goals, and that's all we can have. To me, it's too hard to think about something else that it's just too early and too hard for that.
Is there a big sigh of relief from the health factor at this stage?
I'm not saying anything. We still got practices.
But I mean, after the game, after the schedule.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'll let you know opening night. Someone just got hurt in practice yesterday or today. Could be out 4 or 5 months. Oladipo. So. Yeah, no.
Doc, specifically, what are your biggest areas of concern right now?
I don't know what they are, other than rebounding. That was coming into the year. That's still it. I thought it was a miracle personally that we did what we did last year with the way we rebounded. I was worried about it all year, worried about it going into the playoffs. Like it's hard to win games when the other team keeps getting the extra shots. So that's still a very big concern of mine. And honestly, I got to do a better job. I got to figure out something better to make us a better rebounding team, and we just haven't been that yet.
You guys come out of tonight, okay?
Yeah, everybody was good tonight. Chuck's lungs are hurting. Other than that, everybody's good. Everybody's good.
What are your thoughts on Cunningham?
He played great. He didn't play perfect tonight, but he's going to be a decent player.
Do you
How
guys
much
have
better does your,
We'll probably do it tonight or in the morning.
how much better does your 3-point D have to get?
Well, it'll be better. If it doesn't, we're going to win. But it will be better. Like you said, the concerns. I just know that'll be better. But the rebounds have to be better. Otherwise, if you give, think about the second half. They had 8 points in the first 6 minutes. So our defense was pretty good. 2 of them were off offensive rebounds, 2 of their threes. So we just have to figure that one out, and we have to do a better job of it.
As we go into this preseason, what advantage do you have that's unique to the contenders of the West?
Another good question. I don't know the answer to that. What advantage?
That's why it's a good question.
Yeah, but we have the advantage of being together an extra. I don't know if that's an advantage for us. San Antonio has the biggest advantage. They've been to the finals, 3 or 4 times, 6 times. You count all the guys, so they have an advantage that we can't. That's something we can't catch up with them. Is the experiences that they have. Oklahoma, to me, has the second most advantages. They've been to the finals. They've been through a lot of Western finals twice or 3 times. So, we got to figure out through the season what our advantage is. But right now, we don't know what it is.
How will you divvy up the next week as far as what you want to get accomplished in practice?
We know what we have in, so we're good there. It's a balance between rest, timing. So we're going to try to do it right. Hell, I never know if I'm doing that one. That's so tough. Even doing a year of days off when you should practice. The way we're going to do it, I can tell you that. We're going to not practice tomorrow. We're going to literally have a 1-hour shoot around on Sunday, and then practice pretty hard for 2 days, and then the third day kind of lighten up and get ready. I hope it works.
But as far as areas of it that are dressing, obviously rebounding.
That's it.
Just that.
That's it. I'll feel better. At least then I can go to the second area. But that's the area. We're not going to win if we don't rebound better.
So what do you do? Show a lot of video on great rebounders in the history?
No, because it's not individual. That would be nice. Bill Russell ain't coming through that door. But we actually have Bill Russell. We need people to help him. You know what I mean? We got to join in. I mean, DJ is fantastic in what he's doing on the glass, offense and defensive glass. He's been fantastic. We all got to pitch in and help him. And it's not just the bigs, the guards too.
Well, early in the preseason, you said it was the dribble penetration that you.
Yeah, it is. It's still part of it. It's our leak outs too. We want to run so bad that our guards are leaking out, running down the floor, and we don't have the ball. Happened on the first 3. We leaked out, long rebound, the ball bounced literally where our guy was standing, but he was down on the other end already. They grab it and take a 3. I mean, that's discipline, so we're going to get better at it. We have to. We have no choice. All right, guys, can I have a break?